Welcome back inside the studio, everyone. It's time to Tin Chat. I am Justin Prince, alongside the radio voice of the Fort Wayne TinCaps, Michael Maahs. Mike, I'd say it's good to have you here, but my gray T-shirt, my gray polo, did not bring us good luck last week. The TinCaps once again struggled after our Thursday chat last week.
That's true. So hopefully things will be better. Number one, we're doing this on Friday and not Thursday.
There we go.
We're doing it indoors.
There we go.
Because the team is on the road, we're not at Parkview Field.
Yep.
And hope springs eternal. Hopefully with this change of scenery and change of attire, maybe some good things we can send our way up to Midland, Michigan for the remainder of this series with Great Lakes tonight, tomorrow, and Sunday.
Yeah, before we obviously get to what's happened, I guess actually, before we, get into this week, obviously the end of last week, Friday, obviously Mother Nature decided to, play its her fun tricks on us again. So they played 2 Saturday, lost both of those, able to come back Sunday, pick up a win, and then for the first time in over a month, won 2 games in a row with their win on Tuesday to start their series up in Great Lakes.
First time since April 23rd and 24th that the team had won back-to-back games. And it was a 6-run second inning on Tuesday night that was the springboard for the win. It was a 9-1 final. And the team felt very good with that performance and the fact that they put 2 good performances back-to-back.
Yeah.
And got to shake hands near the mound at the end of the game. But then unfortunately,
things didn't go their way.
Things didn't go as well. On Wednesday night, a couple of home runs. TinCaps took a 1-0 lead, and then Loons came up with a 2-run homer and a solo homer and won 3-1. And then last night, TinCaps again scored a run on the top of the first inning, and Great Lakes came back with a 4 spot in the bottom of the first, ultimately winning 5-2. So there's the good, the bad, and the ugly. We talked a little bit about it last week.
Yeah.
It seems to be a recurring theme, but hopefully, knock on, well, we knocked on wood last week.
I don't know what
this is. Maybe Formica or something similar to it.
Yeah, who knows?
Well, knock on that.
We'll knock on desk.
Yeah, knock on desk. And hopefully things can change sooner rather than later. I think the other thing that we ought to talk about at the outset, too, is the health of the ball club right now.
Yeah, they've just announced today that actually over the last 2 days now that Corey Rozier yesterday is on the COVID-19 list. Today they announced Robert Hassel is on the COVID-19 list. Obviously we've gone an extended period of time now without seeing Hassel playing. Sat at the end of the series last week. Rozier, though, that's been a big bat and really even just a big offensive threat for them on the bases. A guy who's gotten on base a lot this year for him.
Corey Rozier in the top 8 in 4 different categories, including drawing his leader and drawing walks, 2nd in runs scored. He's up there in stolen bases, and that's a big blow when you look whether he hits in the 1 spot or the 2 spot. And then, as you mentioned, Robert Hassel, we haven't seen him at all in the Great Lakes series, and now we know the real reason why.
Yeah.
And there have been some other changes made to the roster as well over the past few days.
Yeah, and another guy Fort Wayne fans who have been familiar with, obviously coming back to the ball club. We haven't seen him yet back in Fort Wayne, but Agustin Ruiz back with the TinCaps after a couple of really good offensive years for them. Mike, he was up in AA here to start this season.
Last year with Fort Wayne, Ruiz hit 15 home runs and drove in 52 runs, I believe. And had he not been promoted, he was in the hunt for the Midwest League home run title and run batted in title. And again, when you lose people like a Corey Rozier and a Robert Hassel, for whatever reason, the Brain Trust in San Diego said, well, let's send Rui, as he is known, back to Fort Wayne. He has struggled a bit in the series with Great Lakes as we speak.
He did hit a homer, though, in that first game.
He's 1 for 11, but that one hit was a home run, which was a catalyst in the 9-1 victory on Tuesday night. And we have seen him play well before.
Yeah,
so the bat's going to come to life hopefully sooner rather than later.
Yeah, absolutely. And hopefully, like you said, sooner rather than later. Hopefully it helps the TinCaps pick up a few more wins here. 3 more games, 2 more games after tonight up in Great Lakes, and then they are back home again, Mike.
First time meeting coming up next week with the Lake County Captains, the high A affiliate of the Cleveland Indians. Lake County got off to a rough start this year, but they've been playing much better as of late. Entering play tonight, they're in 3rd place in the East at 24-23. They are 8 games behind first place Dayton, but they have played Dayton well head-to-head. But they'll be here for 6 starting next Tuesday night.
All right, Mike, appreciate you swinging on by as always. Again, 2 more up in Great Lakes to finish out this week. 6 at home next week with the Lake County Captains. He is Mike Maahs, radio voice of the Fort Wayne TinCaps. I'm Justin Prince. That was another edition of TinChattin. We'll be right back after this.